In the history of Kenyan politics, few names resonate as strongly as that of George Saitoti, a man who carved out a remarkable career, overcoming the odds and making significant contributions to Kenya's economic and political landscape. But his life was cut short in a tragic and mysterious event that continues to stir debate and speculation to this very day. This is the story of George Saitoti, his rise to political prominence, his contribution to the nation, and the controversial circumstances surrounding his untimely death in 2012. A death that not only shocked the nation, but also ignited numerous conspiracy theories that have remained unresolved. Born on August 3, 1945 in Kajiado County, George Saitoti hailed from humble beginnings. His early education took place in local schools, but his thirst for knowledge drove him abroad. He studied in the United States, where he earned a degree in mathematics and economics, fields that would later shape his political career. After completing his studies, Saitoti returned to Kenya, where his academic credentials propelled him into the heart of Kenya's political sphere. In 1979, he was elected to represent Kajiado North in the National Assembly, marking the beginning of a long and distinguished political career.
There come a time when the nation is more important than an individual.
Saitoti quickly rose through the ranks of KANU, the ruling party, and by 1983, at the young age of 38 years, he was appointed Minister of Finance. His tenure in this role made him one of the youngest finance ministers in the world at the time. He was known for his calm demeanor and strategic thinking, helping to steer Kenya through some of the toughest economic challenges. His time in finance included efforts to stabilize the Kenyan economy during the global economic crisis of the 1980s and 1990s. Over the years, Saitoti held various crucial positions, including Minister of Education and Minister of Internal Security. Despite occasional political setbacks, he remained a key figure in Kenyan politics, known for his intellect, loyalty to the ruling government, and pragmatic approach to leadership. However, Saitoti's political journey was not without controversy. By the early 2000s, it was clear that President Moi was nearing to the end of his reign, and speculation about who would succeed him reached a fever pitch. In 2002, many expected Saitoti to be the neutral successor to Moi, especially after his loyal service to the government. But in a shocking turn of events, Moi bypassed Saitoti and endorsed Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of Kenya's first president, Jomo Kenyatta. This decision led to a bitter fallout within KANU, splitting the party and leading to formation of the NARC coalition under Mwai Kibaki, who ultimately won the presidency in 2002. Saitoti, once seen as the heir apparent, found himself sidelined, a move that led to speculation about political maneuvering behind the scenes. On June 10, 2012, tragedy struck. George Saitoti, alongside his assistant minister, Orwa Ojode, died in a helicopter crash in Ngong Hills near Nairobi. The crash, which also claimed the lives of 4 other individuals, immediately sent shockwaves through the country.
On board were 7 people, and among those confirmed dead were Internal Security Minister and Presidential Aspirant Professor George Saitoti and the Assistant Minister Orwa Ojode. Also reportedly accompanying them were 2 bodyguards and 2 pilots. The plane crashed into the Kibiku forest in Ngong Hills, Kajiado County at about 9:05 this morning due to bad weather. The seven were headed for a church function in Dhiwa constituency. Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka visited the scene earlier, and Prime Minister Raila Odinga is also expected there. Sadly, it was on such a day on June 10, 2008, that then Roads Minister Kipkalia Kones and Assistant Minister in the office of the Vice President Lone Laboso also tragically lost their lives in a plane crash near Narok.
At first, the cause of the crash was believed to be technical failure. But as the days passed, questions began to arise. Was it really an accident? Or was there something more to it? Here are some of the controversial theories surrounding the death of George Saitoti. The death of George Saitoti was shrouded in mystery from the start. While the authorities initially attributed the crash to pilot error and mechanical failure, many Kenyans and political analysts began to question whether there was more to the story. Some suggested that Saitoti's death was part of a larger political conspiracy. At the time of his death, Saitoti had been seen as a potential candidate for the presidency in the year 2013. He had openly expressed his intentions to run, and his popularity was growing. Could his death have been orchestrated to eliminate him from the political race? That was the first controversy. Another theory suggested that Saitoti's death was linked to the power struggle within the political elite of Kenya. Some believe that certain factions within the government might have seen Saitoti as a threat to their own ambitions. His sudden death removed a key player from the 2013 race, leading to even more speculation. There were also whispers that Saitoti had knowledge of sensitive political secrets that could have rocked the establishment. Could his death have been an attempt to silence him? Some believed that the timing of the crash, so close to the elections, was too coincidental. Many questioned the lack of conclusive evidence, and the fact that no one was ever held accountable for the crash only fueled the theories. The official investigation conducted by the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority concluded that the crash was caused by a combination of pilot error and a technical failure on the helicopter. However, the report failed to fully satisfy the public's thirst for answers. Despite the report, many Kenyans remained unconvinced. The lack of clear motive and the absence of any substantial evidence to explain the cause of the crash meant that the questions surrounding Saitoti's death lingered. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his death, George Saitoti's legacy remained a cornerstone of Kenya's political and economic history. His work as a finance minister, his contribution to Kenya's education system, and his calm leadership in times of crisis are still remembered today. Though the theory surrounding his death may never be fully resolved, the nation remembers George Saitoti for his integrity, vision, and service to Kenya. His contribution to country's development, particularly in the fields of economics and security, remain his true legacy.
There come a time when the nation is more important than an individual.
Thank you for watching. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about George Saitoti's political career and the mysteries surrounding his death? Let us know.